Hello everyone, this is Nicole Crozier, and today we're going to talk about the Ergonomic Life Coach, how to transition from your soul-sucking career to a life coaching business you love. And this recording today is really for all of the people in my Design and Launch a Life Coaching Business You Love program. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly go through these 8 steps here today, and then over the coming weeks we're going to dive into each of the steps in a lot more detail. So let's get started. All right. So the first step is to really recognize and know how life coaches aren't typical entrepreneurs. I believe that one of the reasons that so many life coaches fail to launch their businesses is because they've been taking courses or believe that they need to set up their businesses in a way that are typically taught to your typical entrepreneur. But I think life coaches are a bit different, and here's how. So I see a typical entrepreneur in general as being more motivated by money and growth. They tend to have a passion for business building in and of itself and come to the table with a background in business and marketing already in place. And this means they tend to be looking for the best solution so that they can make more money and grow faster. And they're ready for those more advanced or big money courses. However, life coaches are more motivated by passion and purpose than money and growth. They don't tend to have a passion for business building or being an entrepreneur in and of itself. Instead, being an entrepreneur is almost like a necessary evil. It's just kind of what they have to do to get their important work out into the world. And this means that when life coaches build their businesses, they really need to build a business that they love and can have fun in. And they come to the table without a strong background in business and marketing, and so they're not really ready for those advanced or big money courses yet. What they really need instead are the marketing and business basics that come first, and they need to be able to customize everything about their businesses to who they are and how they prefer to work. And I think this is so important, as I said at the beginning, because if life coaches don't build their businesses around who they are, they don't build a business that they love, if they instead build their business in a way a typical entrepreneur would, it tends to just simply not work. And like I said, I think this is why so many life coaches never really truly launch their businesses and then stay in their soul-sucking careers. So what life coaches really need is, instead of a get-rich-quick plan, they need more of a career-to-business transition plan that feels easy. And they need the marketing and business basics, those first steps in business and marketing, not those advanced courses or 6-figure programs. Those are just too daunting, too intimidating, and the expectations are just too high for where they're at. And then life coaches need to run their businesses their own way, in a way that feels fun and right to them. And they need to feel that everything they do in their businesses is authentic and in line with who they are. All right, so then the next step, once you really know how life coaches aren't typical entrepreneurs, the first step you kind of have to take is to get really clear on the phase of business you're in. And this is so important because this will enable you to set realistic expectations for where you're at right now. So I tend to work with life coaches who are in the first or second phase of business, and if you're taking my life coaching business challenge, then you're likely in the first phase of business, which I'm going to talk about right now. So some characteristics or ways that you might know you're in the first phase of business is that you feel like you're trying stuff out in information gathering. You've likely just finished your life coach training program, or you're finishing it up right now. You're probably still in your old career good enough job, and that's what's paying the bills. And you're probably not super clear on your core business. You may have an idea of who your ideal client is and the types of programs and services you might offer, but you're not sure. And you likely don't have any firm goals aside from, I want some clients. And in fact, the idea of setting financial and marketing goals may seem really stressful and daunting to you. So when you're in this phase, it's just super important to recognize that you're here. Give yourself permission to try stuff out and learn. Don't set any unrealistic client or financial goals at this stage. And this is the time where you really can start to dream and scheme and get super clear on your core business and learn your marketing and business basics. And then when you move into that second phase of business, that's usually after you've been trying stuff out for about a year. And this is what I call the real business launch phase. So you've tried stuff out for a while. Now you've taken the time to learn your marketing and business basics and get clear on your core business. And you're really feeling the urge to put some more firm plans in place to leave your good enough job behind. And the idea of setting business and financial goals is no longer as scary as they used to be. Some things to keep in mind during the second phase are, once again, recognize that you're in this phase. You're still not in a super advanced phase of business. So while you can realize that you're not just trying stuff out anymore and that you're really running your business, still set realistic goals for this phase. This is still your first year of business. You're still just building that momentum. Realize that you're still learning and growing, and this is the time when you're going to launch your business and marketing basics and see what works for you. All right. So then step 3. So now you know that you're not a typical entrepreneur and what that means. You know which phase of business you're in. So now it's time to quick start your business. So this is so that you can get some momentum going, start working with some clients, and start gathering some information while you're developing your core business and marketing fundamentals. So you don't have to stop everything and wait a couple of months before beginning. You can get going on your business right now and develop the rest of your business in the background. So why is this so important? Because you're not at a point yet where you can really be clear on your core business. You still have more information that you need. And getting started right away is the way to get that information. And so this is also the stage where you can start to learn how to make your best guess for right now. What you need to quick start your business is a phone or internet system for coaching, or face-to-face system if that's what you're going to be doing. A way to schedule your clients, a way to accept payments from your clients, and a place to send your clients to. So like a super simple one-page website. And then of course you need a way to communicate with your clients. That's it. You put those into place right away and you can get started on gathering all that information. All right. So now we're getting into the real business building stages. So you've put the steps in to quick start your business. You're able to start telling people what you do, work with some clients, and start gathering that information. So now it's time to really get to know who you are. This is the most essential first step in designing a business that you love. So what do we look at here? We really look at who you are, what you want, why you want it, and what's blocking you. And it's so important to get clear on all of this stuff, because what we're going to be doing is, as we go through the next real solid business building stages, you're going to connect everything about who you are, what you want, and how you work best to your business, to your marketing, to your messages and voice, and to being an entrepreneur. So then that next step is know your business. So at this step, we're going to connect who you are to your core business fundamentals. And what we're going to look at here is your ideal client, your core difference, what's unique about you, your exact packages and services that you're going to offer, and your business goals. And every step of the way here, we're going to do a litmus test and make sure that everything is in line with who you are and how you work best. Because remember, life coaches aren't typical entrepreneurs. And so if you don't develop something that's in line with who you are and what you really want, your business is already being set up to fail. And we want it to be set up to succeed. All right, and then step 6, same thing. We're going to connect everything you've learned about who you are to your voice. And by voice, I mean your brand, your look, your feel, your colors, your photos, all that good stuff. Your core messages, how you're going to communicate with your clients in print, online, and in person. And your unique story. So this is all about being your authentic self, telling people who you are, where you came from, and being just really super clear on everything about who you are, where you came from, and why you're doing what you're doing. And then you're ready. So now that you've gotten clear on your business, you've gotten clear on your voice and your messages, you know who you are, you're ready to build your basic marketing system. And so at this stage, what we're going to be looking at are the real basics you need to put in place. This is not the time to think about creating that super advanced online marketing system or worry about building that gigantic list. No. This is where we're going to look at those exact basic fundamentals that you need to learn and put in place so that you know what marketing is at a high level, so it clicks for you, so you can have confidence and clarity in moving forward with your marketing. And so what we're going to look at is know your marketplace. So just get to know everything your ideal client does. What do they read? Where do they go? What groups are they on online? What events do they attend? And then you're going to create a super simple marketing strategy. And then you're going to bring that marketing strategy to life in a real life marketing system. Once you've outlined what that marketing system is going to look like, then you're going to build your foundation items, which is really just the marketing stuff and the tools that you need in order to activate your marketing system. And then you're going to put a little calendar in place on how you're going to feed your system over time. And just a couple of notes on that. One is that I think it's so important for life coaches in particular to become private detectives and learn everything you can about your ideal clients up front. And that's why I'm putting that in as the first step. And so this is just what I said before. This is where you look at what they do online, what do they read, what events do they attend, and what other people and businesses serve your ideal clients either before or after you come to play, because these could be really amazing strategic partners for you. And then when you put your marketing strategy in place, we're looking at a super simple marketing strategy where you just look at best practices, cheat sheets, you choose the marketing tactics and foundation items that fit for each of these stages. And really what each of these stages are the exact steps that every person goes through when they buy any type of product or service. Essentially, before they can buy something from you, they need to know that you exist. They need to like who you are and what you stand for. They need to trust that you can actually deliver what you're claiming to deliver. And then they need a super simple and easy, low-risk way to try you out, usually for free. Only after they've gone through those stages are they ready to buy from you. And then it's at the buy stage that you put some stuff in place to really wow your new clients so that they will become repeat and referral customers. And so really, you're just plopping at least one thing into each of those boxes, and then you're going to outline how to turn that strategy into a marketing system in real life, which really just means you're going to say, okay, here's what I need to do that no tactic. Here's what I need to move them through these stages. And that's going to drive the stuff you're going to build for your system and your marketing foundation. Then you put that into place and you create a marketing calendar in order to continually feed that system on an ongoing basis. So that's what we're going to talk about when we really do the deep dive in marketing. And then step 8 is to know how to be an ergonomic entrepreneur. So there's so many different ways that you can run your business, and when you align your business with who you are, you will feel energized and in flow. But what often happens for life coaches is that they recreate their old career in their business, and they were unhappy with their old careers in the first place and hated the 9-to-5 life for the most part. So why recreate what you didn't like in the first place? So here we're going to connect everything about who you are to your core business systems, how to be a self-leader, and the day-to-day running of your business. So for business systems, that will be your system for marketing, for people buying from you, your fulfillment system, how you're going to actually deliver your coaching to people, and then any management like accounting and other types of systems you might need. And then we're going to look at self-leadership. So how are you going to motivate, lead, and inspire yourself? How will you deal with challenges and setbacks? How will you love your business and celebrate successes? And how will you lead others? And then day-to-day. So connect who you are and how you work best to everything about the day-to-day running of your business. Your monthly, weekly, daily schedule, where you're going to work, who's going to be doing everything, how you're going to communicate with people, what boundaries do you need to set, how does your day-to-day work fit into your ideal life, and ultimately, how do you make sure that you feel energized and in flow every day? Awesome. So those are the 8 steps we're going to be looking at. And so we'll be diving deep into one of the steps each week. So thank you so much for listening to this quick overview, and I will chat with you soon. Oh, and I forgot to mention next steps. If you want more support, if you're not already in my Life Coaching Business Challenge, that's a great place to go. I've also got a life coaching business audit that you can check out. And then I'm launching a group program in March. So you can go check that out on my website, www.lovewhatyoudoagain.com. And of course, I also offer one-on-one coaching for whenever you get stuck. Thanks again, guys. Talk to you soon.